Is $1 million enough to retire on? I can hear you now. I sure hope so. Hi, Rex Moore with The Motley Fool here to give you the answer to that question, as well as maybe some suggestions on how you can get there, and that includes some free stock picks from a couple of the world's greatest investors. Now, on to this question of, is $1 million enough? You wouldn't have even heard about that years ago because for people of a certain age, like me, $1 million represented that you had made it, that you were among the wealthy people of the world. You were a millionaire. But if you think it's not quite like that anymore, well, there's a good reason for that. And that's because $1 million in, let's say, 1970 was the equivalent of nearly $7 million today. And even if we look back as recently as 1990, $1 million has lost half its buying power since then, meaning you'd need $2 million today to have that same buying power. So, $1 million definitely will not offer you as comfortable a retirement as it would a few years ago. But let me get to it and answer the question here. With the overall caveat, of course, that you knew was coming, and that is whether any amount of money is good enough for retirement. Well, it certainly depends on what you want your retirement to look like. But of course, $1 million is enough for retirement, and maybe even a lot less. And I'm going to show you why. And I want you to know that no matter where you are on your retirement journey, I'm confident that you can make it. No matter how little you have or how much time you have left until you want to retire, you can always improve your situation. And I believe the act of getting started and understanding what I'm about to say will help give you a mental boost. Now, let me give you a sort of baseline to think about your retirement and how much you might need. I'll give you a basic breakdown here, and if you want it, I'll send you a free report that explains this stuff even further, and that report has the free stock picks in it for you as well. Now, maybe you've heard about the so-called 4% rule, based on research from Bill Bingen, a literal rocket scientist who later became a financial planner. His work shows that it's historically been pretty safe to withdraw 4% of your initial total nest egg each year and have your money last longer than you do. What's more, you can adjust your withdrawal for inflation each year. Now, of course, this is not guaranteed and assumes a certain mix of stocks and bonds in your portfolio, which is all in the free report I can send you. So let's look at an example. If you do have $1 million when you retire, that 4% rule means that you can withdraw $40,000 in the first year. And for another baseline example, if you have, say, a couple of $1,000s per month in Social Security to go along with that, then you get to a total of about $64,000 a year. So again, this is just a very rough look at the figures, and it's probably not tailored to your situation, but at least you now have some idea of what we're talking about here. If you retire with $500,000, the 4% rule would have you withdrawing $20,000 the first year. Add in Social Security and you can see where that gets you. Now, whether you're looking at these numbers and panicking or not probably depends a lot on your current situation. Indeed, some of the research out there is pretty sobering concerning how much Americans have saved for retirement. A Northwestern Mutual study found that 1 in 3 Americans has less than $5,000 saved up for retirement, and 21% of Americans have no retirement savings at all. But if this describes you, it's not too late to enjoy the kind of life that you've worked for and the retirement you deserve. And here's why I say that. Did you know that billionaire Warren Buffett made 99% of his current wealth after his 50th birthday? That's right, at an age when many are giving up hope, Buffett was just getting started on the vast fortune he controls today. Now, how did Buffett do it? Well, he achieved this incredible feat by continuing to buy stocks despite his older age. Many people think that older Americans should sell all their stocks. But at The Motley Fool, we think those people are being misled. And to prove it, we have something for you today that I hope you'll like, and that's the free report I mentioned earlier. The Motley Fool has just released this brand new report detailing 5 of their team's favorite stocks to buy right now. This report is called 5 Stocks for Building Wealth After 50, and it also includes a more detailed explanation of that 4% rule and how much you can safely spend in retirement. And because we're convinced that it's never too late to start building your fortune in the stock market, you can grab a copy of 5 Stocks for Building Wealth After 50 for free right now. Simply enter your email below and we'll send you a copy of 5 Stocks for Building Wealth After 50 directly to your inbox. This free report is brought to you by The Motley Fool, the top-rated investing newsletter in the world for 2017, 2018, and 2019, according to Wall Street Survivor. The Motley Fool has been helping investors find great stocks since 2002. Though not every pick is done as well as these, the full list of winners is much longer. And here's the bottom line. Over the last 19 years, the Motley Fool's average stock pick has returned 546%, and that's more than 4 times the return of the S&P 500 over that time period. And that's why I know you'll want to grab a copy of 5 Stocks for Building Wealth After 50 while it's still available for free. Don't risk missing out on an enjoyable retirement or anything else you want. Simply enter your email in that box below and we'll send you a copy of 5 Stocks for Building Wealth After 50 and much more about that 4% rule directly to your inbox.